Hey guys, this is Jenna with Hill Valley Farm, and it has been a minute since we have done an update, but I wanted to go ahead and go through all of the freshenings that we had this year. It was a lot. We bred 14 does, and 13 of them freshened. Of course, as you know, if you've been following our channel at all, sorry, I have hay down my shirt. That we ended up losing our beloved Karma to pregnancy toxemia. And that was really, really rough for us. So it's not really common with Nigerians. But I don't really want to focus on that in this video. I actually want to focus on what went well and certain things that came up and what we learned. So let's get started. All in all, the 2023 kidding season was a huge success. We had a total of 40 kids born on the farm this year. 26 of those were bucklings, so we had a heavy buck year with 14 doelings. It all started on January 7th, 2023 with Irma kidding out triplet bucks. That is not exactly how we wanted to start it out with tripling bucks, but they were all three beautiful and healthy, and Irma did fabulous. This is Smokey, pictured with me, and he is such a cutie pie. This is Jack. Love this guy's conformation, love his front end, and really everything about this guy, his feet, his legs. He's just really nice. And then the last one was Thor. He had moon spots, but again, I really like this front end. I love his blending, and I just really like this guy. And so next to kid was Ellie. Ellie kidded with twin does, and so that actually made up for Irma. And so we have Greta and Echo here, and let's see, this is Greta, and she was polled and blue-eyed and super cute with full of personality. She went to live in, I believe it's Middle Tennessee, and then Echo was retained. Sadly, Echo ended up breaking one of her back legs, but she's doing okay and has made a full recovery. Next up to kid was Cedar View Tuscany. She had a twins which was a doe and a buckling, and the doeling was retained by Kaden. Here she's pictured, and her name is Hill Valley Calico Legend because she was sired by Blessings that HT Legends are made. Next to kid was Hill Valley Z Karmic Glory. She had triplets, 2 bucks and a doe. This is her doeling, who went to live in Morristown, Tennessee. And she is just really nice. The more she grew, the more beautiful she got. This is Vader, and he is stunning as well. And sadly, Vader ended up breaking one of his legs, but again, he made a full recovery and he's okay. This is Hill Valley Skywalker. He actually lives in Florida now, but he is beautiful and he reminds us of Gloria. Next up was March 7th, 2023, and that was Risky, Vista Oaks Risky Business. She had triplets, and she had a doe and 2 bucklings. This was the roughest kidding that I have actually ever been a part of. This was her little doeling Diamond, and Diamond is healthy and doing fabulous. She was actually retained, and oh my goodness, she's such a love bug. She's got blue eyes and she's white, but you know, we call her cream because we can't really say she's white. And next here is Hill Valley Up the Ante. And so this is one of Risky's bucklings, and he is just gorgeous and beautiful. Not pictured was Ace, and I don't know why, but I didn't grab a picture of him for this. Next up to kid was Hill Valley Butterfly Effect. She had triplets, 1 buck and 2 does. This is Butterfinger here. She has been retained, and she actually got her dry leg in the first and only ring she has ever walked into. And we were absolutely 100% thrilled with this doe, and she's just stunning and beautiful, and we are just so much in love with her. So that is Hill Valley Butterfinger. And here she is with Kaden, owned by Kaden. And she also had Hill Valley Butternut. She's gold and white, pictured here. And obviously she's a lot bigger now and super pretty. Really like this doe's blending, and she is actually still for sale. And she also had a buckling that we weathered. Next up to kid was Hill Valley Wonderland's Alice. This was one for the records. Caden ended up having to be by himself at first, and then our neighbor Patty came down to help, and my dad. And because I had taken, I think, Echo to the vet or something over her leg. But here they are, all three of them. She had triplets, and they were all triplet bucks. So all of them were wethers. The first one here is, I don't even remember his name. I want to say Blue. Yes, we had named him Blue because he almost looked blue. And that's his left side and now his right side. So it's the same buckling. They were just gorgeous. They reminded us, again, this one reminded us very much of Gloria, which is her half-sister. This was Albert. Super cute. Looks like Alice. He was black and tan. Really, really nice. Really nice buckling. Here he is a little bit bigger. Just a really nice front end on this guy. And so we're very happy with Alice and her production and her conformation. This guy, we had named him Illusion, and for whatever reason he developed something called rumen drinking, and he ended up being a rumen drinker. So look it up, Google it if you've never heard of it. Sadly, he had to be put down because it didn't work, and that was not a happy moment for us at all. We hated that happened, but some things you just can't help, and it was nothing that we or anyone else did. It just happened, and it was kind of a downer. Next up to kid was Hill Valley Let Freedom Ring. Freedom ended up having 2 bucks and a doe. And here is her little doe. Very, very sharp. Really, really like this doe. And we ended up selling Freedom with this daughter to some folks that found us here on YouTube. And then this is Franklin, and he went as a wether. And the next one that she had, the third one here, is Jefferson. And so they all three were super healthy and went to really good, amazing homes. Next up to kid was the one and only Cade's Little Farm SE Faylene. Caden was extremely excited about this. This was one of the most anticipated freshenings of 2023. Pictured here is Hill Valley Struck Gold. He is the buck that Caden has retained for our herd. And pictured here is Hill Valley You Wanna Bet. We call her Betty. And Caden has retained this doe as well. He was extremely excited, happy, relieved, because we were just so excited to have Faylene in our herd, and then to have her freshen with triplets and them all be healthy. If you look at this guy right here in the middle, this is a buckling, and I mean, this guy is wide in the back, and he is actually still for sale. His name is Hill Valley Diamond Jim, and he is beautiful. I actually call him Carbon because he looks like a carbon copy of Faylene. And so pictured here again is Betty. Betty is super sweet and special, and she has done remarkably well. She hasn't been to a lot of shows yet, but the 2 that she has been to, she has placed very high in her class. In the last show, she actually was first in every class, in every ring but one. So she has done extremely well. And here she is pictured with Faylene. Obviously, she's a lot bigger now, but Faylene is just a remarkable doe. She is just such a great mother. Next to kid was the Hill Valley Z Lila Grace. Lila Grace had 2 bucks and a doe. Do you see the pattern here? This guy is Hill Valley and Illusion. He lives, I want to say, northern middle Tennessee. Lila did excellent, as always. Super easy, super quick delivery, textbook delivery, really. And so right here is pictured the other buckling. This is Hill Valley White Pants Star B, because both of Lila's bucks were born Star B. This is Andalusian. Beautiful blending, beautiful top line. Love the front end. I mean, just wonderful. This is her little doe. This is Hill Valley. Graceful Aurora. We call her Aurora. And she is just gorgeous. Here I am pictured with Betty. Betty likes to chew on everyone's hair. So the next to kid was Vista Oaks. That's what she said. Sheila kidded just the same as all of them. Just an easy textbook delivery. She did so well. She ended up having triplets, as you can see here. And again, just like true to form, everyone else, 2 bucks and a doe. So she had French fry, and this is Sweet Little Daisy. So this is Hill Valley Dancing Daisy, and she is retained. Kaden is keeping her. This right here is French fry. He is actually going to be a wether, and he has been growing and doing well, and he is going to a home very soon. This right here is Hill Valley Carlos Santana, and Carlos is just beautiful, very nice buck. And he is ready to go to his new home very soon. And here pictured is Daisy. She has done very well in every ring she's ever went into so far. So we have some really high hopes for this one. Next up to kid was Rolling Meadows, J. Mary Mercy. Mercy broke the pattern and had 2 does and a buck. So here she is pictured with her beautiful kids. The buckling is the tan or the gold buckskin. And this guy right here. So this is Hill Valley Dapper Dan, and he is actually looking for a home. So if you know someone, he is just beautiful and gorgeous. This is Hill Valley Mercy's Clemency. Clemency is actually looking for a home, but I'm not too upset that she hasn't found it just yet. This is Hill Valley Mercy's Grace, and Grace is living in southern Tennessee. She's doing very well, east southern Tennessee. Next up to kid was Hill Valley Isabella. Isabella went back to the original pattern with 2 bucks and a doe. Triplets. The ones that are gold and white are the bucklings, and the little black and white one is a doeling. So this is Hill Valley Simba, and this is Hill Valley Karmic Storm, and that is the little doe. And I don't have a picture of Roan State, but it's Hill Valley Roan State is the other gold and white buckling. And here they are pictured again. Roan State is on the far right. He's got a lot of roaning. And the very last but not least one to kid was Hill Valley or the Sea to Sky. Sky did so well, and we are so thrilled with her. She had 2 does and a buck, triplets, all healthy, very easy, again, textbook delivery. Beautiful, beautiful kids. Pictured here is Hill Valley Lavender Rain. She actually lives with some friends, some breeder friends, and she's going to be a remarkable doe. This is Hill Valley Highland Thistle, and Thistle is actually being retained and resides here at Hill Valley Farm. And the buckling is Hill Valley DeLorean. DeLorean is actually retained and will be living here at Hill Valley Farm. We are so thrilled with Sky and how she's been doing, how beautiful her udder is, and just remarkable conformation on this doe. We could not be happier. In the meantime of all the kidding, here's Christy, our verification tester. We did our verification test through milk testing because we are owner sample. We have to do one in the year. And of course, here's Diamond. Diamond, which is Risky's doe, she is retained and she lives here. She loves to death nap, and this is how we find her a lot. We spent a lot of the summer just giving some kids some bottles, hanging out in the barn, and really just relaxing and just enjoying the babies and the does. And here's Kaden. We had an amazing costume contest at a couple shows, and he won. His patriotic flair shining through. Here's some of the does pictured here. It's just been a really great season, and we just feel incredibly blessed. And you know, we don't really talk about him enough, but this is legend. And soon on our website, you will notice that we will have some updated pictures of our bucks as we move into 2023 breeding season. And so thank you guys so much for watching, and we appreciate so much your support. Sorry it's been a while, but it took a little bit to get this video edited and set up. So thanks for watching. Until we see you, we hope you have an awesome goat field day.